All praises, all honor, all glory be unto Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai, Hashem, Rakha Kodash. Double honors to the apostle elders of Great Mosul that rule well, and peace and salutation to all the Akim doing the pushing this word, in all honesty, truth, and sincerity worldwide, and sincere shalom to the elect. Now, you see the title, receive the warning and gather up instruction, okay? And that's what you're supposed to do. Receive this warning, and gather up instruction. So part of that receiving the warning is having that fear of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai upon you. Because once you have that fear, you start to understand what the Lord can truly do, okay? And what he's going to do, okay? That's hence the warning. And gather up instruction, right? Keep yourself in these scriptures. Learn these scriptures, right? While this grace period is open, do this work, okay? Remember, it tells you that without that faith, it's impossible to please him. So you got to have faith, works, So, let me get into these scriptures real quick here. Receive the warning and gather up instruction. Well, gather up instruction. Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 1. The Proverbs of Solomon, the son of David, king of Israel, to know wisdom and instruction, to perceive the words of understanding, to receive the instruction of wisdom, justice, and judgment, and equality, to give subtlety to the simple, to the young man, knowledge and discretion, right? And that's all coming with receiving this instruction, okay? Receiving this warning, word, Salakia, okay? Because all all the junk in the world, all those different wines, all those different philosophies, is not going to lead you on to salvation. Plus, it's not going to lead you right, okay? If the blind lead the blind, they both shall fall into a ditch, right? And that's the wisdom of this world. Comes to naught, comes to nothing, okay? But anyways, continuing. A wise man will hear and will increase learning, and a man of understanding shall obtain unto wise counsel. To understand a proverb and the interpretation, the words of the wise, and their dark sayings. And remember, Sirach chapter 39, starting from the beginning verse, leading on down, is where those dark parables will be. You shall also be, right? So, actually, you know what? Let me get it. Yep, Sirach 39 and 2. He will keep the sayings of the renowned men, and where subtle parables are, he will be there also, right? He will seek out the secrets of grave sentences and be conversated in dark parables, okay? Because remember, Yahushua said in Matthew 13, I think it is, Matthew 13 and 11, it says for you to know these things, okay? Because they had asked, why are you speaking in parables? Because for you, this is not for everybody else, okay? So going back to Proverbs 1, okay? Verse 7, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. My son, hear the instruction of thy father, and forsake not the law of thy mother, right? And we don't forsake it, okay? We heard this word of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, and he's put that spirit in us not to reject it, okay? So we're out here hearing the warning. We heard the warning, and we're gathering up in that, instruction. Okay? But anyways, the fear of the Lord is beginning. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. But fools despise wisdom and instruction. Okay? The fear, you have to have that fear, man. These guys out here in these churches, they don't have that fear of the Lord. Okay? And we're instructed to do what? Read these words and give it unto the house of Israel. Ezekiel 3:1. Moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, eat that thou findest, eat this roll, and go speak unto the house of Israel. So I opened my mouth, and he caused me to eat that roll. And he said unto me, Son of man, cause thy belly to eat, and fill thy bowels with this roll that I give thee. Then I did eat it, and it was in my mouth as honey for sweetness. And he said unto me, Son of man, go get thee unto the house of Israel, and speak with my words unto them. And that's exactly what we're doing. Giving them the warning from Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. We're not speaking of our own accord. We're speaking what the Lord, gave us to speak through his spirit, right? For thou art not sent to a people of a strange speech and of a hard language, but to the house of Israel. Not to many people of a strange speech and of a hard language, whose words thou canst not understand. Surely, had I sent thee unto them, they would have hearkened unto thee. But the house of Israel, they will not hearken unto thee, for they will not hearken unto me. For all the house of Israel are impotent and hard-hearted, right? And it tells you also too in Exodus 32:9, same thing. Okay, so we're to gather up. We heard the warning, and we're to gather up the instruction, right? And part of that instruction is speaking these words onto the house of Israel. Okay, but as the scriptures say, they will not hearken unto him. They will not hearken unto Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. They will not hearken unto us, man. Okay, Isaiah chapter 30 and verse 8. Now go, write it before them in a table, and note it in a book, that it may be for the time to come, forever and ever, that this is a rebellious people, lying children that will not hear the law of Yahweh, which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits, get ye out of the way, turn aside out of the path, cause the Holy One of Israel to cease from before us. And this is the mindset of 2/3 today. We're not Israelites. You guys might well put this away. Live your life, YOLO, all of that. They don't want to hear these words. Okay? So this is why the Lord said they ain't hearken unto me. They ain't going to hearken unto you. Okay? Verse 12, wherefore thus saith the Holy One of Israel, because ye despise this word, and trust in oppression and perverseness, and stay thereon, therefore this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall, swelling out in a high wall, whose breaking cometh forth suddenly at an instant. Okay? And this is what's going to happen to you guys, man. You despise this word. You didn't want to hear. You didn't want to listen. So guess what? Yahweh Bashem Yahushai has got that evil day coming for you. Okay? Yep. Let's go to Sirach, Ecclesiastes, chapter 12 and verse 1. Remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. Right? And when you come into this truth, you're a babe. All right? But at the same time, main point, while the evil days come not. Okay? The Lord is withholding it, but slowly but surely, He's about to unleash it, just like that swelling breach, right? It's gonna bust in a sudden, and all this calamity is gonna fall upon you 2/3 Jakes, because you rejected the instruction. Okay? You rejected to fear Yahweh Shemi Shai. Okay? You rejected the warning, and you rejected the instruction. Ezekiel chapter 7 and verse 5, thus saith Yahweh power, and evil, and only evil, behold, is come, an end is come, the end is come, it watcheth for thee, behold, it is come. Remember, Habakkuk told you that vision is yet for an appointed time, man, and we're slowly drifting into that time. Okay? This is why, 2/3 mindset is fully set in this place, man. Their heart's thinking that this place is going to continue on forever, just like Esau, Edom. But not so. The Lord's going to put an end to this place. Yep, Joshua. Slack. Joshua 24:14. Now therefore fear Yahweh, and serve him in sincerity and in truth, and put away the gods which your fathers served on the other side of the flood, and in Egypt, and serve ye Yahweh. And if it seem evil unto you to serve Yahweh, choose you this day whom ye will serve, whether the gods which your fathers served that were on the other side of the flood, or the gods of the Amorites, in whose land ye dwell. But as for me and my household, my house, we shall serve Yahweh. Right? And these 2/3 are not in a mindset like that. Okay? We serve him we serve Yahweh in fear, because we know what he can do. Okay? We see it. He gave us the vision to see. Okay? To know these things. So we see what the Lord can do, man. But these other camps, they don't really push the fear of the Lord, man. Okay? They don't really push they're not pushing the prophecies. They're doing it for gain, filthy lucre. That's why it says serving in sincerity and in truth. Okay? These guys ain't serving him in sincerity and truth. Okay? Because they haven't received that warning. Nor have they gathered up instruction. Okay? Isaiah 33 and verse 6. And wisdom and knowledge, the same thing they rejected. Okay? Same thing these 2/3 rejected. It tells you in 2nd Ezra, chapter 9. Anyways, continuing. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and the strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. Right? And we have that fear of Yahweh Shemi Shai upon us. We can see these things. 2/3, they're just not going to make it. Okay? As the scriptures have said. This is why it tells you that the righteous shall do what? Proverbs chapter 18 and verse 10. The name. See that? The name. A lot of these guys ain't, proclaiming the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. They're coming with these other philosophies, different wine. Once again, receive the warning and gather up instruction, which they have not done. Because if you received the warning, you would have his name. And if you gathered up instruction, same way, you would have the name. A lot of these guys out here, they don't have the name. They're coming with something else, man. They're not coming in the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Though they hold the Bible in their hand, though they may say the Israelites, cancel 2/3 for a moment, but though these guys have a Bible in their hand, they're just doing it for filthy lucre's sake, man. So they didn't receive that warning truly. And they didn't gather up instruction truly. So what does that say about their members? Proverbs chapter 18 and verse 10. The name of Yahweh is a strong tower. The righteous runneth into it and is safe. Okay? So if you gathered up that instruction, you would have the name. If you received that warning, you would have the name. But, these other camps out here, hit and miss. And with that, all praises, all honor, all glory be unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rokah Kodash. Double honors to the apostle elders of Great Millstone that rule well, and peace and salutation to all the Akim doing and pushing his word, and all honesty, truth, and sincerity worldwide, and a sincere shalom to the elect. I hope you're edified. Lord willing, to the next time. Wa, Abad Babad, Shalom.